just said it right now. You don't really forget things easily. Like, say, like with Misha, when she said something, you didn't really let it slide even if time passed. We're going into a fight where your opponent had said something that was pretty insensitive. Right? Do you carry that with you? Like you're patient, you're going to wait till the fight comes up, you're not going to forget it?
Yeah, I mean, I said before that revenge is a dish best served cold. And I try my best not to be impulsive with those kind of things, because I think a methodical enemy is the worst kind to have. And if people are trying to say things to get a white-hot reaction out of me, I try to do the opposite and react at the time that benefits me the most.
Do you think you're going to have fans in Brazil?
I hope so. I love Brazil, but you know what? Even if not, I mean, I'm not going to be offended by it or anything. You know, they have every right to cheer for their girl from their country. But you know, it would be really cool to like have a full on Rocky IV moment and like turn the crowd. But you know. It would be cool, but I mean, I wouldn't be mad if they booed me out of the stadium again. They've done it before, and I appreciated them for it because they care. All I want them to do is care.
Has she made this fight a little bit more personal for you?
Yeah, this is definitely the most personal fight that I've ever had. Making such tasteless remarks about suicide when she knows how it has affected me in my past, and then her entirely disingenuous apology afterward, which wasn't even an apology. She just complimented herself by calling herself humble and asked for forgiveness. Asking for forgiveness isn't an apology. I think that her actually pretending that she didn't know to save face was just as insulting as what she said in the first place. And there were so many other events in my life that she cited that were actually from my book right after it came out. They were much less known than the history of my father and my family. And so you're insulting my intelligence if you expect me to believe that you would know those kinds of things about me and not know about the most formative event of my life.
What do you think that you get caught up in the emotions of this fight, being that it might be the most emotional fight for you?
No, because fighting is my escape from all of that. That's why I love it. When I'm fighting, there's no past and there's no future. There's just the present, what's going on right now. There's no emotions. There's just the situation and the decisions and the priorities of what should be done. And fighting has always been my escape from emotion.
Wow, do you think she deserves a title shot? Does she have to be right in the top 5?
I think she deserves a title shot. She's undefeated and she has a lot of heat behind her. And a lot of people are interested in seeing it. And people love the storylines and the theatricality as well. And the way that she's conducted herself, it has fast-tracked her to a title shot, which, I mean, I have tried to fast-track myself to title shots before, so I can't really fault that. But the manner of which she did it, I don't mind taking things on myself because this is my job and I chose it. When it starts to affect and insult my family, that's when I know an example must be made. I need all the other girls coming up to look at what happened to her and decide that it's an example not worth following.
Do you have any concerns about drug testing?
Whoa.
That was a turning point for you to not like her, like the fight became more personal after the comments after the suicide, or did you not like her before?
I didn't like her before because of the way that she disrespected Jessamine and Shayna after she beat them. But, I mean, that was still understandable from a marketing point of view, you know? I mean, because those girls chose that career, and they chose to put themselves in that situation, and they opened themselves up to that, which I would be more understanding of that. I wasn't going to let it go unchecked because, you know, I'm mama bear, and I just can't let anyone poke at my cubs, you know? But when it got to the point where she was laughing at the subject of suicide and how it really profoundly affected my whole family, that's when it really went too far. She already got the fight. There was already enough heat behind the fight. It was entirely unnecessary. And to bring my family into it, they don't deserve that, and they didn't ask for that. And I need to make sure that nobody else tries that ever again.
You get more satisfaction beating her than you did beating your other rival, Misha Tate.
I mean, every single fight, I get more satisfaction out of it than the one before because there was more on the line than ever before. So, I hope I'm not sweating through this shirt. But no, the win I got the most satisfaction out of so far was Kat Zingano, because I felt like she was the toughest competitor and it was my biggest challenge and there was most on the line and I was able to prevail. And now there's even more on the line. And it's extremely personal, and this chick is not a vegetable. She's a real undefeated opponent. And I will definitely get more satisfaction out of this win than any other before.